I guess that's a good question, Jody, and I probably should address this now. But for now, we're going to keep Godley in the bullpen. So he will pitch out of the bullpen this next time around, see how things go, see how guys are lasting innings. But we need somebody, obviously, that can give us a little bit of length in the pen. And it was a very, very tough decision. I told you guys we would talk about it with Dave and Tony and Butch this morning, and we did. We were in there till almost game time trying to figure this thing out. So Shipley will stay in the rotation, and Godley will right now help us in the bullpen.
It looked like you had Robbie out there. Is that the last 2 days? Did you have those guys kind of ready to do their pen session
later? Yeah.
The game because of that problem of
right. Exactly. Well, it wasn't even Shipley and Godley. I mean, it was really all of them, and Godley right now is more fit, more suited of all those guys. He's done it. He's pitched out of the bullpen. So that was the decision, but it's very difficult. You can argue so many different things about each guy and how Godley's pitched really well as a starter. So we told him he's going to be in the pen for 7 to 10 days, and we'll make another adjustment after that. He may stay in it. He may come back in the rotation. We'll see.
Game today, obviously that 5th inning was huge. Jake got it started, but how good was it to see guys continue it? I mean, obviously you had some help with the errors, but having guys in the
right. I think Jody, the errors. I think we pushed the envelope a little bit. We had some nice. We had the squeeze that Ricky got a great jump on. It was really a safety squeeze. He just got a great jump on. It looked like almost a suicide. So Archie made a good bunt. We put a little pressure on, and good things started to happen. And I put a hit and run on with Michael Bourne, and when Segura stole, we're just trying to push the envelope a little bit more and make some things happen on the offensive side. So, there were mistakes that we took advantage of, and it was good. And then guys started to square up the ball, and the home run by Lamb was huge to lengthen the lead. So I think it was a very, very impressive game. I thought Archie pitched really well. Obviously, the pitch count got up there, but he battled, and we saw how hot this team is hitting, and he was able to shut them down for the most part.
He decided to leave in, try to get the win. Just felt like he was a good matchup there.
You know what? It wasn't about the win. It's interesting you say that because we were going to let him have Arcia the whole time, and then Huddy was going to get Braun. So, yeah, it'd been great at that point, but it was just – we felt like he had enough. I think those were some of his best fastballs in that inning, the velocity-wise. So I just went out to check with him. I said, "You feel good?" Which I knew the answer with a young pitcher. I mean, I had my mind made up. It wasn't like he talked me into it. And he just really, you could ask him. He threw the wrong pitch. He knows it. And Tuffy had the right idea, and he wouldn't throw the pitch. So it's just on that certain hitter, a certain place we want to pitch. I don't want to say because we play these guys again next year, right? So that's a learning process again, and that we talked about earlier about being a winning pitcher, and that's what we need. And also give us a little more length, just a little more, maybe 6.
You talked about pushing them a little bit, but you don't see 5 extra base hits in that.
Right. And that's more what we're built for with this lineup. When you start, lining up Goldie, Lamb, Tomas, Weeks, it's not an easy lineup to hit and run and do a lot of fun stuff like that. Small ball, it's more of a extra base hit lineup. It's a great thing for these guys. It makes them feel good, especially after last night's loss. I mean, that was a tough one, and I think the guys feel a lot better. And going into an off day tomorrow and a long flight, it feels good. It's obviously consistency, and it's almost like he's throwing the invisible ball up there. I mean, he's throwing good breaking ball. He's getting ahead. The only time he didn't, he walked the guy, but did a really good job on righties and lefties. So it's been very impressive.
In this series and the National Series too, Jake Lamb seems like he's kind of cracked out of that slump that he had since the All-Star.
Right. Well, I think a lot of it had to do with the thumb. His thumb was bruised, and it's felt a lot better. And I think sitting him in the Milwaukee series over there was a good thing for him. He didn't want to say anything, but you could tell his swing was different. So he's definitely that had a big part of it.
You said it was all of those guys in the rotation who you were thinking about Corbin, you were thinking about Archie out?
It could have been anybody. Nick, and the better that Shelby throws down in AAA, he's going to start pushing it too. So there's decisions. We have to look at innings too, Nick. We're looking, we look at those things too, of certain guys are going to get to certain innings, and we got to be careful.
Do you envision before the season ends, a rotation where you have Zach, Shelby, Ruby back in there?
Yes. Yes. Simply, it's Ruby's coming. He's got some rehab going tonight. Yeah, tonight.
So,
Is it Arizona Rookie League?
Yes.
Oh, that's a big game. Got Pollock and him.